All right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing? Let's make sure it looks good, sounds good, everything's good. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. As always, in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything I say is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice, and it's not a signals class. I repeat, it's not a signals. It just surprises me how many traders are probably out there that just, blindly, oh, this guy on YouTube is long, so I'm going to get in long as well. And then they get mad. Oh, that was a stupid trade. That's not what I want to see. That's not what we want to see. That's not what we're here for, right? Everyone has their own agency, their own capability to make decisions by themselves, and not follow others to the extent of it depending on their individual trade. Yeah, Bruno says, not a signals class, but never fade Dakota. Hey, sometimes. I finished today in the New York session. If you guys tuned in, I did take a loss. I wasn't wrong. I was just early. What a day. What a day. Yeah, I'm going to review the New York session today with you guys because there was an important thing. It sucks to be right and then lose money still. It's like, that's what I was looking for. It just happened to come 15 minutes late and after I took my losses. But let's get to these markets. Volatility is stepping in. It is early, right? 30 minutes early. I'm starting slow markets now at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys are already, if you're not following me, there's my social medias. I'll put those in the YouTube chat here soon. And yeah. 7 p.m. Central. We're starting right here, right now, and we are seeing a nice little spike in volatility. And I'm still getting adjusted to it, right? This is my second stream starting at this time, so there's like an adjustment period. Getting at my desk, running the stream, getting ready, getting my charts up, watching these markets, and then trading it. There's a level of adjustment whenever you're changing anything in your process and what you do in your day-to-day, routine. There should be an adjustment period, I guess. Just like that, I'm not just gonna just treat this as normal and go all in or however you view it. But here we are. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. It's been surprising, I guess, to say the least. Is it surprising? Look at that huge rally that we had on the NASDAQ. I mean, it just made this gap look small. I mean, look at that big rally. I mean, it's just right back. We tested 25,000. Like it just nothing even happened. Like, what happened over the weekend? Nothing. Here we are. We're right back to where we ended Friday in these same levels. So let's zoom out. Let's take a look at the big picture and get started from there. Well, sure enough, like I said, this is a daily chart in the NASDAQ, and we just cannot get past these 24,000s, like this level. This is so many buyers, right? Every single time we've came down here, the fact that the conflict cannot even push these equities down. We were down at 24,400s. Look at this. How many times we tested? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just can't get down below that. I mean, you could even say this one, right? This one, look at all these buyers. Every time the market comes down here, buyers just keep stepping in. It happened again today to start the week. We pushed all the way back up to the top of this, dare I say, range that we've been in for the past couple of weeks. We tested the extreme low. We're right back, testing 25,000. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off here tonight, a little bit of a pullback, whatever you want to call it, pullback, but just some selling pressure into tonight on the daily. Let's zoom in on an hourly chart. So let's take a look at that hourly chart. And yeah, you can see that gap officially filled. And then that massive rally to start the New York session. And it wasn't really quick, right? That was 4 hour long. And we pushed right up against DBA concepts. You like the train drawing, JV? Look at this. DBA concepts. What was resistance? Resistance. It's resistance again. That's 25,000. What? 90s. This zone. And we're starting to sell off. We've had a bit of a sell off. So my next thought right now going into tonight, well, if that resistance is valid, we have some support here. We have some support and resistance right around approaching these 24,900. Are we going to see buyers step in around here? It's hard to leave trades running for a longer period of time overnight with headline risk. There's a lot of headline risk, right? At any moment, something can happen over there across the ocean, depending on where you're at around the world, but geopolitical, right? And more conflict, more headline, something happens and it affects these markets. I did have a trade. If you were tuning in last night, that analysis I was doing was I was getting short. Who you remember chat? I was looking at getting short. I got in short last night and it paid. After I ended the stream, I ended up building a pretty big position. I was in short 7 minis from right around this level. I did post it. If we get to the good old, we'll say I'm feeling nice. We'll do 600 likes tonight. I'll review that trade more in depth. I posted it on my socials. It was a video. I can only break down so much in a 3-minute video. So here during slow markets, you guys have the luxury. I got the luxury of more time. And I can, go more in depth of what I was looking at. I talked about it last night a little bit. I could talk more about it. I made $9,600 on that single trade, and obviously, I didn't catch the entire move. Sadly, man, if only I had a runner. That would have been one heck of a trade. So we'll do that. 600 likes tonight, and I'll go over that trade more in depth. Let's zoom in on the 5-minute chart. Sure enough, there's that New York session. I did take a $180 loss on air. Unfortunately, I was looking for a push up to 25,000. I took the loss, and then we pushed up to 25,000. I was just early. I wasn't wrong. I was just early. The crazy thing is it just drives me nuts when someone on the internet, on the internet people online is like, oh, that was a stupid trade. Well, it set up again. And if you called that one a stupid trade, that one worked. We kept pushing up. And so I will always say this. There's no stupid trade as long as risk is managed. There's not. Like this market could do whatever it wants. I've been plenty times where we get a rally up, and instead of buying it here, looking for a push to settlement, I've sold it here before. And then it just keeps going up, right? It happens. It's the reality of trading. Whether you buy or sell, the market keep going or it could reverse. It just happens. The stupid trade, the only stupid trade there is one where the money is not managed properly and the risk is not managed. Yeah, so that's a good point. When I go on air tomorrow, that's what I'm going to say. I said, you know what? I was thinking about this last night. People start talking about stupid trades. That is it. The only stupid trade there is in the market is the one where the risk is not managed. That is the statement that needs to be made. It needs to be made. It needs to be very clear. But there's a nice 3-bar reversal. As I've been busy speaking, right as soon as I started this stream, buyers stepping in. Wonder if we push this up to 25,000. Will this push up to 25,000? Buyers starting to step in here. We're down 0.3%. Let me take a look at the rest of these equities real quick while we got the NASDAQ up. And before we switch over to gold, then we'll get the music on and get to some questions. Equities pretty quiet, to be honest. Yeah, Google down a half. Google's down a half. Nothing too wild on this, interesting. Yeah, Google's down a half is the big mover. We got Microsoft down about the same. Nvidia, everything's down about 0.5%. But we had such a bullish day today. Interesting. I wouldn't mind longs. To go test. I don't know if we could hit 25,000. but buyers starting to step in here. I'm going to get into a long. Man, it's not too bad of a risk. $100. But we'll let this one cook. Let's get over to the gold. Let's see what gold is doing. Let's take a look at the gold on a higher time frame. Higher time frame, gold. What a buyable dip here on gold, right? Gap up. We filled the gap during the New York session on that crazy dramatic sell-off on fast markets. And yeah, nice rally, pullback. And are we going to get that continuation higher? So far, it's looking like it. Buy the dip here on gold. I mean, buyers seem to step in. Definitely an opportunity if she was able to buy it down there. That's an interesting one. Let's take a look at the daily real quick. Daily. Nice rally. What a rally here. Just a nice breakout. Do we just go see all-time highs? Can we see all-time highs here in gold? Why not? Why not? All-time highs in gold. This was a historic sell-off, too. What a historic sell-off. Followed by just buyers just stepping right in. Let me take a look at silver real fast. I'm sure it's the same on silver, right? Not really. See the difference between gold and silver? Right? Buyers are a lot more aggressive on that. Yeah, gold is, you can tell the difference, right? You see the difference between this silver and gold? Much stronger here on gold. For sure. For sure, it's a lot stronger on gold. Anyway, let's zoom into an hourly chart on gold. We went through that one. Let's take a look at the 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we're just rallying here. Looking for maybe we come back and test the New York session highs, the 54s. We're already up 1%. We're already up 1% here. Bitcoin finally caught a bid. Bitcoin's hanging around spot 69,000 there on Bitcoin. So that was a nice bid for the crypto, right? That was one heck of a rally. That was my sailors happy, my strategies happy. So let's get it. Let's get ready for trading already. I got the 5 minute. I don't trade Bitcoin. Let's get over here to gold. Let's get this music going, and let me know if it's too loud. And while I do that, remember, 600 likes. 600 likes. I'll go over that, $9,000 trade here on air. Talk about it. I posted it. There's my social media in the YouTube chat. Go ahead and tag me, #SlowMarkets. I got my own little #SlowMarkets. I've been talking about the photo shoot. So I'll if you haven't seen some of those pictures, I'll show them. Now that my eye was still a little bit swollen. I still have a little bit of a swollen eye. Actually right here. But whatever. It is what it is. Getting some of these #SlowMarkets already. Okay. Give me a second. I have to go through all the #SlowMarkets before I submit them. So the sooner you do it, the better it is on me, and the higher the chance of being submitted on #SlowMarkets. Once again, I got to get used to this time change. That's for sure. All right. This is gold. What's the NASDAQ doing? We're playing around the NASDAQ already. Long. Do I want to add is the question. Do we want to add? I wouldn't mind an ad here. I'm going to get into a second contract. As we break through this pivot right there, we're holding up pretty well. And what an ad. Let's see. See if we get to these 80s, these 980s, 970s. What determines whether you take a trade on your live account or that account? There's the setup in my time. Honestly, Every single trade I take here, I would take it in any account. Like, it doesn't matter. It's the same process. It's the same exact process. It's like, you know, 2 micros, 10 minis. Same thing. This is the same trade. Like, honestly, I don't want to say I don't care about the money so much, or, oh, do I need to run over to my personal account and put this on my personal account? Nah, money comes and goes. The trade setups, they come and go. I don't care too much about whether I make money in the personal or this. It's more about the process. Yeah, honestly, if I was just trading by myself, I might have maybe 3 or 4 minis on right now long, and I look to build a position for a push higher. And of course, it depends on like when I'm trading, how nice the setup is, how correlated the time frames are, what's going on. Like, is there news events? Is there Nvidia earnings in the morning? Right, we're past that. There's not really much going on right now. We have Fed speakers tomorrow. We have non-farm payroll on Friday's a big one. We got initial jobless claims and then non-farm payroll. But I think what I'm like, there's a little bit of a headline risk, right? There's a big headline risk, especially overnights. Like overnights, there's headlines coming out over conflict, strikes. Oil's been moving like crazy, right? So do I really want to hold a position overnight? No. Would I be comfortable getting in long right now with a bigger position? Sure. Yeah, it's the same exact one. 30. Great answer. Yeah, it's the same process. I think the only difference is the sizing. I took your stupid comment. Was it you, bye-bye, that said that was a stupid trade? If it was, that got me. Talk about, what do you call it? Rage bait? That got me this morning during fast markets. It was rage bait. It's like, ugh, man. Then Jack even got into it. Come on, Jack. $973 looks like a nice short. $973. If we get up here, sure. The only thing right now is what I'm not liking is we got a lot of selling pressure, right? A lot of selling pressure going on right now. Dakota, do you still hold the 9 minis long position? I don't, Chicago. I am completely flat across the board in all my accounts when it comes to futures, right? When it comes to any futures, I am flat. Shanghai open in 10 minutes, bottom of the hour. And not liking this, to be honest. I wanted to see a breakout right there, and we rejected. Why does it keep the drawing up? Look at crude. I don't trade crude right here. I don't have crude activated for this account. It's been a long time since I traded crude. Over the weekend, I was so close. Talk about FOMO. I was so close to holding a crude position over the weekend. With the power of hindsight, it is like a woulda, coulda, shoulda level. We got the bottom of the hour in 8 minutes. The top of the hour in 38 minutes. Let's just see how these markets react. Remember, we are starting at 6. Oh, no. It's my time 6. 7 p.m. Central. We're starting 30 minutes early in slow markets. And so there's an adjustment. Doesn't count as a fade if you're already short. Nah. Can you explain the importance of deltas with futures? I don't trade the deltas. I think I'm understanding your question correct. I know Hogue and Jay and some of the other Topstep TV members are a lot more experienced with delta. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure there's someone in the chat that knows a lot more about that. Is positive delta versus negative delta. For example, in like the NASDAQ, if there's a lot of market orders going to buy market, that's positive delta. If there's a lot of market orders selling at market, there's negative delta. And the total delta is how many more buyers or sellers or buyers. Once again, Hogue is a lot better than I at explaining the difference between buyers and sells executed. Okay. At market, right? It's kind of lame if you're a scalper. They went over that today in group coaching. There you go. There you go. It is recorded too, which is nice. You could go into TopstepTV YouTube, which you're watching right now, and watch the group coaching. TopstepTV today, the recent one. Hey, look at that. We're green on the screen. See, wide stop. And here's another example. If you just went full contracts and got in too big of a position, you know, that could have easily wiped you out. Small size, wide stops. Let's go. Late just arrived. We shorting GC here. I'm in the NASDAQ right now. We're in the NASDAQ. We're watching this. Let's go. Come on, I'm liking some of the hashtag slow markets, but I can't share them. It's a good Monday. Oh, look at this breakout going. Let's get it. Do we rally up to settlement? Can we rally up to 25,000? Is that possible? Maybe. Any wealth chart traders in the chat? I don't know what that is. Also in long NQs, using Aaron trades method. Look for trendline liquidity above 2580. The only thing that makes me a little nervous in trades at all overnight or at night at this time is headlines. Headlines. A headline could come across and it moved these markets 50 points in either direction. There's not a lot of liquidity. Not a lot of liquidity during the Asian session. I mean, there's not a lot of orders at the bid and ask, and we could see just crazy movements. Happened before. It happened when there's tariffs. It happens when there's, you know, headline risk, a lot of conflict going on. You know, right now it's like overnight, maybe there's a headline that comes out, you know, strike on this, and the market knee-jerk reacts all the way down to like 850, and then goes right back up, right? We could have some crazy knee-jerk reactions. I mean, I was involved in one of them, taking a loss, right? We sold off and then just right back up. Israel president speaking at 9 p.m. Eastern? Is that true? I might get out of this trade. Just watching it here. Hannity. Look how volatile. We're seeing some volatility tonight already. Look at that. That's a 10-point bounce, 10-point sell-off, 10-point bounce. These movements. Headline: DBA Concepts is live 30 minutes early. There you go, Tom. There's the headline of the week. Headline of the month. We're struggling here, chopping around this level. NQ Bears VWAP. Trading the VWAP. I think I have this. 1 second. There you go. I know. I messed up my depth of market when I was screwing around with some things. Sorry, I'm adjusting a setting live, and I know that's not what you guys want to see. Where's the flatten? There's a flatten one somewhere. There you go. Got my money back from the gold short. Okay. Yeah, we're not tonight. Not tonight. We're taking a loss right now. I'm gonna get out of that. We're just struggling to find buyers. That's what. Maybe. I guess I need that flat and all. There we go. That worked. That one worked. I'll get back into this position if we set up again. Bottom of the hour coming in 20 seconds. Let's watch this. I still don't mind the longs. Let's see how we react. Here we go. 5 seconds. Let's see how we react. It's not going to be dramatic. I mean, maybe it is. See how we react. Well, would you look at that? I'm happy I got out of that one. Maybe it can make a double bottom. I want to see this thing. We'll see. It's not too crazy though in the equities. The equities aren't too crazy, which I'm okay with being a buyer right now. We got Nvidia down 0.45, but the NASDAQ's down 0.4. We'll just watch. We'll watch and see. Crude oil in a Dorito pattern. Get some more hashtag slow markets in here. Yeah, I see them. I see them. If I like them, I'll share them. Maybe push these session lows. Damn, momentum finished. Minus $4. Minus $4. Hey, risk management. I'm down 100. Do we keep going? Do we flush here? Look, sellers just taking this thing over. Let's watch this. I'm watching it. Headline risk all night. Oh yeah, Dan Emmons. Headline risk. 50 points. Any direction. For no reason at all. There's a lot of headline risk in these markets. Definitely. Okay, we're holding up there again. We're holding up. Bounced off that. Let's see if we reject here. Okay, I'm gonna try a smaller size. See if it will allow me to build a position here. We're rejecting these lower 900s again. All right, add that second contract. Let's see if we get into this. Okay, some momentum to the long side. And this is a hard stop. This is, if you're asking, will I let this market just slowly go all the way down? No. This is a stop loss where it's like, okay, worst case scenario, headline comes and I lose this 50 points. I want to trade this manually. See if we get a bounce here at these lows. And I'm watching the equities too. I'm watching we called it the Tech 9, which is Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and Walmart. Broadcom. I'm watching those. Those are kind of just holding a little bit. It is the overnight session, so it's like how much of effect will that play? Remember, at the end of the day, this is the NASDAQ. This is the NASDAQ 100. This consists of 100 tech stocks, and we know Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, these, you know, what I just read off, make up a majority of this. Yeah, I know about the Tech 9. The wrapper, yeah. Yep. How can you watch those Tech 9? I have a watch list that I have on my phone that I have live data on. See if we get this rally. Come on, get through this. There you go. Justin Rainbows. That's exactly what it's coined after. Justin Browns, not Rainbows. Justin Browns. I have live delta on TradeView, but I don't see any movement in any stocks. Yeah, you could trade these stocks overnight. Yeah, overnight. I could come in and I could buy like any amount of shares of like Nvidia if I wanted to right now. The Magnificent 9? No, that doesn't have, it just doesn't sound right saying the Magnificent 9. Okay, so I like us holding this so far. I like us holding. If we could break through these 28s. What's it cook? What's up? I look like the night agent. What do you mean? Am I going to take another loss here? I'm here because the headshots, they worked. Nick for a tick. That's right. That's why I did them, Nick. It's like, you know what? How do I become more of an influencer? Well, take photos. Take photos. The Night Agent is a TV show? Okay. I'll show you. If you haven't seen him already on my social media, on my Instagram or Twitter, I'll show you. I'll show them. Don't worry. Not all of them. All right, I'm just gonna get out here. I'll take the $200 loss. All right. We're gonna. Gold's starting to sell off too. Do we take a short on gold? Bumping up against these 90s. No. Let's follow. Let's follow this NASDAQ. Because I'll bang my head for the third time long NASDAQ. I don't mind. Dakota, you just lost 3 times in a row on the same trade. Yeah, sometimes that is. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I do that. I'll lose 2-3 times in a row on the same exact trade setup. Alex Russell. Should be buying the bottom and selling these tops? Well, you look at this 5-minute chart. This is where I look for most of my trade setups, right? Looking for this level to become support. This is the bottom on a 5-minute chart. It looks like the top's on this 100 tick chart. Sure. I know exactly what you're referring to and what you mean. Yeah. All right. My luck with Dakota is when I fade him, I get smoked, and when I follow his trades, I get stopped out. I don't follow. This is not signals. I'm over here just demonstrating, example, answering questions. This in no way is a signals class. Like, yeah, I don't want you guys following this as a signals class. Yeah, we're getting out. We're selling off. We're selling off. Minus 271. One sec. Next level I see is 860s. 860s. Smart Money says, "What a bad trader, bro." I guess so, man. I'm a horrible trader. I lost $270 out of a $4,500 daily loss limit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I gamble. This is how I gamble. Where's all these haters coming from? Where were you? Where are you when I'm in the green? Huh? Like every day last week. And where were you when where is it at? Where is it at? Come on. I gotta save this image. Come on. Where were you on this one? Come on. This was just last night. Last night. Shame on you. Shame on you. I mean, just have to do your own due diligence. You got to research. Honestly, half the time I don't. It's probably just a robot. It's hot. It's half the, over here just getting frustrated over a robot. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. Is gold holding up here? Well, you know what? We'll show them. Get long again. We're starting to sell off here. Intel's looking pretty good. Bitcoin selling off as well. Noel Capin says you're long again. I'm gonna wait. The fact that we broke through this bottom of these 900s, I want to see if we could test these 860s. I'm looking for longs? Yeah, I am. I am looking for longs. Okay, we're gonna get this. I'm gonna get into this again. Come on, market. On Andrew McHugh says, Andrew, did you see? I tried to join the bid and it didn't let me. You're looking for longs, Andrew? Or Andre? Andre. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Andrew. Andre. My man, Andre. Hey, you know Andre? Yeah. I just messed this up. Dude, it's been a long day. It's Monday. You know, when we was talking this morning on fast markets, Andre, about stupid trades, and I took a loss, and I realized, I'm like, you know what? Every single time we try and sell, like this morning, right? This is the New York session this morning. Every time we try and sell it, I was buying it for a push up to 5,000, and you know, some traders were calling it a stupid trade. It's like, not really, right? How many times do we sell that and we take a loss? But the risk is managed. And what I was telling everybody earlier, I said the only stupid trade in trading is one where you don't have a stop loss and risk is not managed. Yeah, I'm looking for longs. I want to get into a long. I'm gonna get into one right here. Same setup. 25,000. 04. bye-bye. No, it wasn't you. There's a few others. There's a few others there. I want to get along. We're going to keep selling in the New York. We'll shoot 300 points. That's what happened. That's kind of what happened last night, right? We had that big sell-off. As soon as the New York session opened, we just ripped all the way up to 25,080s. Look at this. Just pay me. I went long too early. I'm not wrong. I'm just early. We'll see. We'll see. This is giving a slow grind into London. Do you think we have a slow grind lower? We still have the bottom of the hour. Remember, slow market started 30 minutes early. And we still have the top of the hour. We still have quite a ways to go. Now look at the buyers stepping in again. Look at these buyers stepping in. I'm going to get into that second contract. Third, if we break through these pivots. This pivot at 918. Last night was an amazing Globex session. We got 30 seconds until this candlestick closes. I'd like to see a push and a break through this pivot here at the 18s, 918s. Someone says wooden buyers. We still have the headline risk. Remember, headline risk is still on, meaning that there could be anything happen during the conflict that's happened over the weekend and move this market, like a knee-jerk reaction, right? We could easily keep selling here. How do you get over it? There's going to be traders on both sides of this market. Yeah, we need to get above these 18s for me to get in my bigger position. Sell since 937. Hold till. Ooh, someone's looking for a 1,000 tick move. You're holding till 600s. You're looking for the NASDAQ to hit 24,678. Oh, that's quite the move. It's not impossible though. It's not impossible. The VIX is above 20. So we've seen plenty of volatility still in these markets. Yeah. Why don't I like to show volume? I don't really trade volume. Do I have a daily bias? No, I'm very neutral. Very neutral. The move would be the bomb. No comment. No comment. Why am I so bullish? I wouldn't say I'm extremely bullish. I'm looking at this market to be hanging around settlement, right? So I'm looking for a push higher. I'm looking for this market to be consolidation, chop, which I might not get. We might do the same thing we did last night and sell off. Gold dump. Bounce for a quick scalp. We'll see nothing happen at the bottom. We still have 30 minutes to the top of the hour. Silver starts selling hard. But you were looking for a sell-off last night, though? Yeah, last night I was looking for a sell-off, yeah. New York session, found a lot of buyers. You You identify it as cooked. Yeah, look how easy it is to move this market 10 points. Trader Steve says, take profit hit on a gold short. Nice work. Short gold. Looking fresh. Seeing the new, told you. 2026 is going to be a good year. One of the best. Gold bottom. Time to buy? I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to build a long position here in the NASDAQ. 410 before move down. Let's see. I want to see a breakout through these 24,918s. Walmart caught a bid tonight. Overnight. Walmart's the only Tech 9 stock that's green. Okay, I'm going to get into a third contract here. Now that we're starting to find some buyers in a push. Let's see if we could get it now. Or if this is going to fake me out. Which one would be a good swing long? I'm not watching gold right now. Walmart's a tech stock. Walmart's one of the top tech stocks, believe it or not. I know it's surprising. You wouldn't expect it. It's the only tech company that... Hey, Walmart is the biggest tech company in my opinion. My favorite tech company. That's surprising. We're gonna go... we just bought some nice steak at a tech company. Yeah, it's weird to think of Walmart as a tech company. It's a good conversation piece. You're at your barber. I was at my barber and having a conversation. He's like, so what's new this week? Or just something interesting. And it's like, yeah, you know, I bought a new tech company here. Bought some shares of Walmart. It's just so weird to think that. So it is. Walmart Spark is great tech, to be honest. Hey, it makes sense. Hey, if the shoe fits, I'm not against it. All right, it's just it's weird to put Walmart and a tech, saying Walmart's a tech stock. It really is. I'm all for it, to be honest. Call it good. All right, we're just struggling here. We're struggling. I'm gonna be flat. Gonna reset. Let's see if what we do on this. I'm not liking it. I'm honestly just gonna be waiting. The fact that we haven't broke out and we haven't found buyers at this level, it's just, let's just wait. I'm just gonna wait. I don't mind taking these small losses at all when I'm wrong. Change the bias? You want me to change the bias short? Are we gonna sell off here? Today was just a rally that we're just gonna sell completely off. We're down. Yeah, I'm watching Nvidia and Google. They're continuing to sell off a little bit. Like, I'm not seeing buyers in them. And I have zero confidence in these longs right now. So let's see if we just flush. Maybe we just flush it. Can't stand Walmart. I have not went to Walmart for a very long time. What's gold doing? Man, what a sell on gold. Top of the hour coming in 8 minutes. NASDAQ going for the gap. What gap? What do you mean NASDAQ's going for the gap? Think the NASDAQ will come back all the way down to these 600s? Maybe. Maybe. 5-minute gap up. Is there a fair value gap here? Someone says 803. 803. I should have listened to you, Richard. Richard, if I listened to you, you know what? No comment. No comment on that one. Look at it. Look how indecisive this NASDAQ is. Target 850. What's the tilt at? Anybody got the vibe on the tilt? Because I don't think we just sell off here. I have a hard time being either direction right now. Because I low-key... Let's see. Yeah, I don't mind that. What's this? Three drone strikes. Yeah, headline risk. NQ tilt 33. 67% short. Bruno, Dan. The tilt is almost 70% short here. I'm getting paid. So where's the hashtag slow markets? Where's the hashtag slow markets? Hi Dakota, can you show your days win and losses? I show it every single day, real math lover. Hashtag slow markets on the Twitterverse. On here. This is what I mean. I like going through them. There you go. On the X and on the Instagram. Do the hashtag slow markets. This looks like we might just be grinding down lower. Gold still chilling. What happened to Dakota? What do you mean? Gold's starting to sell here. For me, locks like they go to New York mid-open. There's 4. Look at gold pushing though. Gold's starting to sell off. This could look like maybe a short. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. I'll take Floyd. I'll take Mayweather. I'll take Mayweather on the rematch. Yo, want to answer my question now? Why did an NQ not tank during fast markets after oil prices went up and the new world news between the US and Israel? Well, there was more buyers than sellers. There's more aggressive buyers than sellers. I could not give you a solid answer. It would be impossible for me to tell you exactly why the market does what it does. Does what it do? Just more aggressive buyers and sellers, right? Not too complicated. Markets are irrational, right? Blood moon. I know there's a lot of people that are probably just shoring the heck out of the New York session and just taking losses all the way up. All the way up. NASDAQ just continuing to sell off here. We're at these 860s. These 860s. Man cave trades. Yeah, that huge news if you're not following. So let's go through this real quick. We got the top of the hour coming in 3 minutes. So let's go through a couple hashtag slow markets for the traders. Nick, trade of the night, had a couple micros down near 900, near that 900 level, just above the EMA, and luckily got filled. Nice trade. Nice trade on that one. David, don't quite like the price action, especially the price level disparity between ES and MES. One and done. Let the market do what it wants. One and done. There you go. Past the 3 combines. Getting ready for my short vacation paid by Topstep. Nice work. So vacation paid by Topstep. Better get back to your day job now. Foams. Not sure. What is this? Gold? Someone. Oh, wow. Nice trade there. Nice trade there on the gold. Foams. Great work. In the XFA. Long. Beautiful work. And there you are, Man Cave. Short the Russell. Risk accepted. Russell trader. Man Cave. Nice. Sorry, that's me? What do you mean, sorry? NQ continuing to sell off. Gold holding up here. Gold holding, trying to hold these 53.50s. I think we could hit 50. Can we come back down and test 5,300 here on gold? Stop loss and profit, Man Cave. Nice. Oh, your foam. Okay. Nice trade. I'm gonna... This is not slow markets at all. The volume's too high. Yeah, we're getting price action. This price action's for tonight, for sure. Let's see the pictures. Of course, you want to see the pictures. Okay, I'll show you a couple of them. Just 1 second. I'll show you a couple. Let's wait till the top of the hour comes and goes. Like I said, I'm still trading this. Still small, right? Small size, small loss. Top of the hour, let's see what this market wants to do. Do we continue to sell off here on gold? Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ picking up steam to the downside. Those that were short looking pretty good. This thing might continue to pick up steam. These equities, these Tech 9 stocks are starting to sell off more dramatically. Nvidia down 0.8. That's the big loser. Broadcom down 0.95. So tech continuing to sell off right now. Gold continuing to sell off. Top of the hour is came. I'm going to look for a long here on gold. Right there. Right there. Let's see if we can get a nice trade going on gold. Not again. Not like this. I might have to switch this to ticks. I might have to switch this on ticks. I got my finger on the close button here. MW? Mentorship. No mentorship. Okay, add my second contract here. Adding my second contract. Gonna tighten up the risk now. Let's tighten up that risk. We're seeing some volatility stepping in this market. What a volatile. What a volatile. Let's see if we could find some buyers here on gold. Top of the hour came and gone 2 minutes ago. If not, I just gotta take this loss. It's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot, chat. This is a hard L. I wouldn't say it's a hard L. About to get smoked. Chat, do you guys just have no confidence in me tonight? Wait, it's fair. It's fair. I've had some losers this week. All right. NQ got smoked. I don't know. Chat's thinking I'm getting smoked up and down. Maybe all this week. Yeah, you know what? It's a fair this week, but come on, it's not smoked until the stop loss gets hit. Rusty selling off. Someone says gold long now. What do you mean? Edgar says, Dakota, stop gambling. Is this a gamble for you? Give me the gamble. I mean, I'm happy with the risk. I mean, look at this. Risk isn't much. Come on. Risk is risk. Hey, I'm on gold now. I'll get back to the NASDAQ, but yeah, NASDAQ's not looking too hot. I took a glimpse. Nvidia's down 1%. So come on. Let's go, gold. Let's go. Let's gold. Someone says add 10 more. No, I'm not going to add bigger size. I'm fine with a few micros on what I'm doing here in this account. A couple micros. Perfect. Perfect for me to manage my risk in this account. I'm going to tighten it up, by the way. I'm just tightening up that risk right now. Let's get through these 5360s. All right, gold. Let's see if we get through these 60s. We're trying. I need to see some momentum to the long side. Oh, we need, I overdo it, and I gotta switch the ticks. Okay, we're trying again. We're trying through those 60s. One more time, a few more times. Trying. We're trying. Okay. I'm gonna get out of one. I'm gonna get out of one right up here with a little sell limit. Not slapping the ask, but a sell limit. Oh, come on. I needed to get out of that momentum. I probably should have just slapped the ask. See if this is a pullback for continuation, or if we're just gonna get just shredded here. Yeah, I'm looking for these mid 70s. I'm looking for these mid 70s if we can find some buyers. What? Come on, gold. Dakota, what are you on tonight? Right now we're on gold. We're on gold, champions. NQ wants more. Okay, there's that higher low. I'm gonna move my risk now. I was looking for that higher low there on gold. All right. Let's see if these buyers could step in to those 70s. Risk-free trade now. Bruno just made a hashtag slow markets for me. Where? Tag me in our chat, man. Oh, I see it. Okay, Bruno out here. No, you don't need to tag me. I see. I got you. I got you, Bruno. We'll let this gold trade, see what happens with it. Nice. Nice. When I first entered this trade, the chat was going crazy about me getting smoked. Equities heavy. Yeah, I see that. I see that. That's okay though. Gold's not. Gold's pumping here. Let's get through these into the 70s. What I want to see. I might have to take one off. All right, let's get one. Let's get one off with some momentum right there. Boom, one off. I top tick that one. What'd I get? I got 67.4. That was the top. That little move. That move anyway. Okay. There we go. Right back up. Right back up. Let's go. Let's gold. Where are those smokers at? Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Talk about risk reward. It's not just about trade win percentage. Looking for those mid 70s. 6-7. Gold not done. Gold not done. We're going. Look at that trade location too. Not too bad, right? Time is an indicator. Go ahead and move that risk up. 130 ticks, just like that. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to that. 130 ticks is pretty big in gold. We'll get to the hashtag slow markets here in a second. We got Bruno. Bruno submitting hashtag slow markets. Love it. And then I'll show you some of the photos, okay? Yes, if you guys haven't been following the social media, if you have, you know what I'm referring to. Hey, I had a photo shoot here. I had a photo shoot. I got 30, well, to me, good-looking pictures. Update, refresh. And I posted 5 of them. I posted 4 of them. All right. Now that my black eye is healed up, I no longer have a black eye. It's a little swollen still, but we good. We good. All right. This looked like this might be it. Is this gonna hold? All right, I'm out. Let's take it. That was, I don't know. You guys could do math. I haven't really keep track of the dollar amounts other than the final. Down 176. That was what, $100 or $200 trade? Not sure. Worked out pretty well. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Ooh, NASDAQ is just taking it on the chin. NASDAQ taking it on the chin. And on that note, Bruno, slow markets, TopstepTV just for you. Same razor blade. Nice. Beautiful. You got the bull and the bear. Got the raise. Hey, this is the same computer setup I have, man. Or I have the same mouse, right? See, look at that. Same mouse. I know I have the green screen. So you can't see the... You know what? Here, watch. I'll show it. I think. Yeah, right there. Same mouse. Now how do I put it back? There we go. Nice setup. Why a wired mouse? Do you want your batteries to go dead in the middle of a trade? I have had my batteries die on me in the middle of a trade. That's the worst feeling. Absolutely worst feeling. Like, what do you do? And if you don't have any batteries and you're in like a big position, like, hey, I'm 7 minis short the NASDAQ, and then your mouse dies, you're screwed, right? You could get on your phone and call your broker. Yeah. I would not want to be in that position ever again. Press F. What if you don't have hotkeys enabled, right? Okay, Dan, I'll show this one. This is it. We're doing trade setups. So as we're speaking about trade setups, we got Dan. Here's yours. Just thought I'd share mine setup tonight. Hey, that's the same keyboard I have. That's the same raise. Yeah, there we go. It still works. Look, it's still working. This is what happens when you fade the internet. Fade the internet. Look at gold. Gold continuing this. It just stopped me out. That's all right. NASDAQ. Is this a 3-bar reversal at this level? Oh, that's a tough one. This one's a tough one. Is it better to scale in contracts or accounts? It depends on your preference. I prefer contracts, obviously, because if you go open up your personal, you're going to be scaling contracts, right? Not accounts. All right, I'll show this. I'll show it. Fine. This is all I posted on the social media. There's a couple of them. Here it is. There's a photo of me. Yeah, you see how this eye is still a little swollen? It's not black, but it's still swollen. That's all right. That's what they were talking about on the social media. There's one. Oh, I guess I could show it like this, right? There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. That's what everyone was talking about. I don't get it. And then there's this one for the night. Yeah, see? And it's not photoshopping. Not Photoshop. There we go. I need it. Yeah, you never know. The Step Brothers one with Coach J, huh? Like they said, Matt Damon. The only one that wasn't included was the one on Instagram, which is this one. And this one's this isn't for work. This one was more of a let's see. Yeah, I'll show this one. This one was a little bit better. Yeah. See, I made sure my eye was covered in all of it in the dark. I didn't want any light on my eye. And there's that last one. And that's like 6 out of the 30. Yeah, new pictures. Don't worry. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come. I have a lot more to do. A lot more to do, actually. I'm gonna be hanging out with Jay this week. I might be spending some time with Coach Jay this week. No, not that. You know, would I really have this as my... Look, I'll show this one. This is my last one. This is the sneak peek. I haven't shared this one yet. Okay, this is a sneak peek that you guys get. This one was like more of a meh. Yeah, there's a sneak peek only slow markets gets. Okay, that's a little sneak peek. The rest is behind the paywall. Yeah, it's not AI. There's no AI in that. That's scary. As we're watching this NASDAQ just sell off. Gold not doing much. NASDAQ. Who's in a short here? Who's in a short NASDAQ? Not me. Jimmy Kem says, took a screenshot. Hey, I'm going to charge you for that, Jimmy. Check my short, Dakota. I'm short. You're short. Traders are short here in slow markets. Get on a stool if you're too short. Great call on the shorts. You're a better trader than I am tonight. Better trader than I am if you are short these NASDAQ. Short 908. Beautiful. We are coming up on this level. This next level. During the New York session, we held this at 800s. This is where we were last night. Another buy entry on gold, someone says. Hey, that one I do like, and I do agree with you on this. I like these longs, and I'm looking at this as a flagging pattern, and I'd like to see a breakout through these 60s. But I want to only build a position if we break out. I don't mind putting on one contract. If I get stopped out, sure. If we do get a breakout through these 60s, then I'll get into a long. But I do like this. I like this setup to where we break out to the long side. It's looking pretty good. Remember, it's not a signals class. A better entry would be down here at these 62s as we break up. That's all right. That's okay. I'm in drawdown 68.44. In drawdown. All right. If we do break out, I'm going to immediately, try and find ways to eliminate risk or reduce my risk here. Let's see if we get it. Why not try and buy near the bottom? Well, we might not go down to this bottom. We might just break out, right? Which is what I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting to see a breakout and a rally into these mid-70s. I'm looking for these mid-70s. So, okay, there is what I'm looking for. So let's get that breakout right here and now. See if we could get it. Breakout, not a fake out. Come on, buyers. Bottom of the hour in 8 minutes. A little more than 8 minutes. So I'd like this trade to work out before the bottom of the hour. And it's the new, yeah, let's see. Because that's the new end time of slow markets. We started 30 minutes early. Slow markets ends in 8 minutes, which is the bottom of the hour too. It's a give or take, right? It's a give or take because we usually see a spike in volatility right at the bottom of the hour. All right, we want to see this breakout to these mid 70s. If not, I take this loss. 192. Oof. Let's not worry about risk right now. Let's just break out. Not even think of the stop loss. There's some momentum. Don't stop, gold. Let's get to those 70s. No hesitation. I'm going to put a sell limit right there because I just want to make sure I'm Too many times it just pops up and I miss that. I usually don't have sell limits or profit targets there, but let's see what we can do here. All right, gold. Don't wait too long. Someone make it stop. I only know how to long. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm long gold. Are you looking at NASDAQ? NASDAQ keeps selling off. You know, I tried to give NASDAQ love and it just kept hitting me. All right, so I've moved on to the gold. And gold's giving me the love right back. Come on. Let's get through these 70s. I want to see a breakout. No fake out here. We got 6 minutes left to the bottom of the hour. I'm really wanting to get out of this trade before then. To the green side anyway. To the long side is what I'm really wanting. I'm not liking that rejection. Not liking that rejection at all. I'm watching carefully. Let's just go. Whenever you get into a trade, you want it to just go straight to your take profit. Sometimes that's not how it works though, right? Sometimes we take the long way around. Gold at VWAP, someone says. We are trying giving its good effort. Buyers are trying its best. About an hour and 5 minutes. All right, gold. Breakout. I can move my stop loss up to these 64. Four and a half minutes to the bottom of the hour. I have that in my mind. NASDAQ, not looking too hot still. Okay, gold. Okay, I like that. Move my stop loss. Very small risk now. Risking $30. See if we could get through these 70s. I might tighten this up just a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Are we going to do it? Bottom of the hour in less than 4 minutes. It's beautiful. It's looking beautiful. We're trying. Gold's definitely trying here. I'd rather be long than short. That's for sure. And I'm risking $30. 30. So that's not much risk. I'm okay with the risk. I'm okay with how this trade is. And just see if it works. We got to the bottom of the hour in almost just 3 minutes, which can move this market in either direction. Obviously, I'm considering... The one thing I'm looking at and thinking about right now is, did I move my stop loss too tight, too fast? Because some come down, hit my stop loss, and then we rally. If it comes close to the bottom of the hour, I just want to see us just break out. Just go. It knows he wants to. We're tagging these 69s. There's the push. There's the push. I'm liking that one. That's a hit it. Get it. Ain't no way. No, That's gotta fill, no? Come on. Ain't no way. Come on. This is not right. That's not right. Man, what is this? These markets are rigged. I even moved it down too, like twice. Let's make sure. I don't want to. we got a minute and 49. This is why I like slapping the ask rather than this. See, if I would have slapped the ask, I probably would have got filled. I had this stupid take profit there. All right, we go back up. I'm slapping. If we go back up, not when. I guess if. Bruh. No. No, this just get me out of this. Alright. I had enough of these markets. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Yeah, now it's just gonna go back up. Now it's gonna just go back up. Ugh. All right. Yep, that's enough for me tonight. Disgusting. Disgusting. What in the world? Oh man, this is just gonna keep going now. Watch. Feels bad, man. All right. Shut it down. Don't look at it. Spilt milk. Move on. These the markets. Breathe. Let's go. I'll be on. I can't even switch topics. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow morning. 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. Let's get it tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's better than this. Take care, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Bye.